Hey guys, Diana here. It's almost that time of the year, holiday time. So today I am sewing the stocking pattern from Ellie and Wax. So I'm really excited because I love this time of the year and I love stockings and these are so cute. So I am so excited to get started and sew this one up with you so we can get ready for the holidays together. So I've already cut my pattern out. I've got my outer pieces, there's 2 of them. And my inner pieces, there's also 2 of them. And I've got my cuff, and I've got my little, what do you call it? My little loop already. So, and now I'm going to show you how we're going to put it all together. So I'm going to start with the outer piece. And what I did, you can't tell this is the outside, the inside. So it's right sides together. I pinned it right sides together. Kind of looks the same, so you have to look real closely, but right sides together, and I've pinned it all the way around. So now I'm gonna sew all the way around the raw edges of my stocking. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Sew all the way around. I'm sewing all the way around the stocking. Up. All the way around the whole thing. Making sure that my pins don't get caught. I forgot to tell you that if you want, you can use some iron-on interfacing and iron some interfacing onto the stocking to make it stiffer. But I skipped that step. I didn't do that with mine because I'm just doing the softer look. But if you have some and you want to, you can sew iron on some interfacing to each part of the boot so that it's a stiffer look. Now, I don't have shearing scissors, so I'm just going to do it with this scissors. I'm going to cut a little bit right here so that when I fold it, it's not so bulky. But I don't want to cut it so close that I rip it open. So I'm just kind of cutting it right here at the edge. If you have some shearing scissors, I think that's what they're called. I don't have any, so I don't use them. But I'm just doing it right here with my scissors. Same results, just takes a little bit longer. So I got that done. So now that I finished this one, I can go ahead and turn it right side out. And this, I'm making the small version. So this is the small version. And then now I'm gonna move on to the, look at how cute. I need to pull it out, but I'll get to that in a little bit. But look at how cute, it's so tiny. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to my inner layer. And I have wrong sides together just as well as I did the other one. Right sides together, I'm sorry, just like I did the other one. But on this one, I'm gonna sew from the top all the way down and around to about the middle of where the foot is, the bottom of the foot is. And then I'm gonna come around this way and go all the way around to just like about right there. So I have this gap in the middle where I'm gonna pull it all out through. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to do it the other way. I'm just going all the way around, but I'm not going all the way around. I'm stopping over here after the heel. Actually, I think I stopped a little too soon over here, so I'm just going to give it a little bit more. And I'm going to go backwards a little bit. There we go.
And I'm gonna do the same thing with my scissors. I'm gonna cut a little bit over here so that way it doesn't have too much bulk when it comes out. All I'm doing is I'm doing like a sort of like a, what do you call it? A triangle. Sorry, forgot my shapes. Cut so that way when you open it up, it splits open and it doesn't just bulk up. Okay, so I've got my inner and my outer are all sewn up. I'll turn it right side out. This one's easier to turn right side out because of the fact that I have a hole to poke my finger in through and be able to pull it. Okay, with this one, what I like to do is, I'll just use a pencil for now, but if you have like a tool, I'm gonna use the back of the pencil so I don't rip a hole through it, but to pull it all out, make sure that all the points are out and everything so it's smooth. I want a smooth boot, so that's just an extra step right there. Okay, so now that my boots are ready, I'm gonna move on to my cuff. So I already cut it, and on the pattern, I'll show you, you cut it on the fold, and this is the grain line, so here's my grain line. So I've folded it along my, my edge, and now what I'm gonna do is I fold it wrong sides together, so I'm gonna go ahead and sew that up right there, where the seam is. Now I'll go ahead and open it to the center, and I'm gonna go ahead and open that up and steam it. Oops. So now I will fold it up, kind of like a cuff. Well, it is a cuff. It's a boot cuff. It's not kind of, it is a cuff. You guys excited for the holidays? I'm so excited. I love it. Only thing I don't like about the holidays, it's I do want the holidays to be cold, but then after the holidays are over, I'm like over the cold weather. I'm like, please get warm again. Okay, so now I've got the outer pieces. Here's my outer piece of my, oh, you know what? We haven't done our little loop yet. Okay, so here's the loop. I cut it out already. And so the first thing you're gonna do is fold it right sides together. Wrong sides together. Fold it down the middle. And steam. Then you open it up and you fold each side into that middle piece that you already, that middle crease you made. So I'm folding them into that middle crease. So now they're folded, both sides are folded into that middle crease. And I'm gonna steam. Then, now that it's folded, I'm gonna fold again in that middle crease. Fold it in and steam. And now I'm gonna go ahead and stitch it up right along that edge. The outer edge where it opens up, I'm gonna close it up. That was so easy. So now it's closed up, and here it is. I've got my little loop. So cute. Okay, now we're almost done. So I've got my outer boot, and I'm gonna stick my cuff right inside where they match, the raw edges match. So here's my raw edge of my boot and my cuff. Well, that's gonna be so cute. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my little loop thingy. I folded it, and here's my edge, and I'm gonna put it right here on this edge and pin it so it's just at the edge. Whoop. This is when a clip would come in kind of handy, but because it's kind of thick. Okay, there it is. So this is pinned, and this is already here on the edge. So now I'm gonna fit my outer. I'm gonna fit my outer into the boot. I'm gonna have it inside out. My outer is gonna be inside out. I mean my inner, sorry, this is my inner. And I'm gonna fit it into my boot. I can use the little gap that I have at the bottom to help me pull it through. So it's like hugging my boot. And I'm gonna meet the raw edges of everything. So the seam right here, I'm gonna meet those two seams, the seams of my inner and my outer right there. So I'll pin right there. And then my seam over here on this side, my inner and my outer seam, pin it right there. And then I guess I can pin right here in the middle if you want to, just to make sure that you're catching all sides. And this part I'm gonna go ahead and serge on. So my serger is right over here, kind of hiding from plain view. And just make sure that you sew all parts together, and make sure when you get to that little loop you make sure that's caught. So I'm gonna start right there, kind of on that side, so that way I can catch it and it doesn't hide from me and then fall off, and I'm gonna be very upset. So here I go, making sure that it's on there. There we go. Going all the way around. Almost there. Making sure all the pieces are caught, or caught, meaning all the pieces are in there. Okay, so now through the hole that I made at the bottom, I'm gonna go ahead and pull my stocking out. I hope I caught all the things. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't. Okay, here we go. There it is, it did catch. Okay, so now I'm pulling all this out. And for the inner, since there's that gap right there, I'm gonna fold that in. And you know, it's an inner, and I have black thread on my sewing machine. So I mean, you could, if you wanted to, just match the same color thread, but I'm just gonna do it with black because it's gonna be on the inside. Nobody can see it. Shh, don't tell anyone. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew your preferred method of stitching. You're gonna sew that shot, that little piece right there. If you want to do it by hand, so you don't have a seam, go ahead and do it. That would be really neat. So anyway, there it is. You can barely see it. And if you did it the same color, you wouldn't be able to see it. But if you, like I said, if you want to do it by hand or whatever, you can. So now I'm going to go ahead and tuck in that inner boot. There it is. Tuck it in. And my boot is, my stocking is done.
How stinking cute is this thing? And it's so easy. It didn't take very long to do. And I can hang it up, and here's my stocking. I love it. And you know what's really cool? It's lined, so you can see the other side a little bit on the top if you wanted to pull it out more or whatnot. And then you can hang it obviously from the little thing. So I love it. I hope you love it as well. I hope you had a fun time making this one together. It's super easy and super cute. This is the small size, and there's a larger size, but I just wanted to do the small one for now. If you make some, please post it on the page so we can see them. And I hope you have a great time and have a good rest of the day. Happy holidays!